This MMA 30 segment is powered by Cheaterville.com. Don't go down without a fight. See who's being outed for their cheating ways online now at Cheaterville.com.
How you feeling right now?
I'm in a bad mood, cutting weight, stuff like that, but I live. Been here before.
You seem a lot slimmer than your last couple of fights. You're ready for this fight, even though the
same thing your woman said to me.
I appreciate that.
The other night, Rampage, John Jones compared you to Frankenstein when he said he was Spider-Man. What do you make of that analogy, and do you have a better one?
I don't make nothing of it. He's like, listen to the people he said, you got to look his mind, It's kind of ironic that he would use Spider-Man in his analogy, but that's what he thinks. But Frankenstein's a strong man. I like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein was put together to make a great being and a great strong person.
And Frankenstein had a great heart. He's a good guy. He looked bad, but he wasn't an evil guy. So that's good. I like that about Frankenstein.
We heard you spend a lot of your own money for this training camp, a lot more than usual. Is there any truth to that?
I always spend my own money in my training camps.
Is there a lot more than usual for this one?
I don't know until the training camp's over with. I don't do the math the whole time. I don't know.
We know a fight's a fight, but if you can write the perfect script for Saturday night, how would this fight end?
It would end with John Jones getting woken up by the referee and the doctors and his corner man.
Now, I know you've had some strong words against John and stuff, but do you like to fight somebody that you don't like? Does that help to get a fire under your butt, or it doesn't matter?
It don't matter to me either way. I fight whoever. It's my job. I fight whoever as long as I get paid for it at the end of the fight. You want to fight?
Yeah, I'll take you.
You will. Y'all heard her.
Hey, Rampage is a bigger smack talker. You or Chael Sonnen?
I don't know. Probably Chael Sonnen.
Why?
Because I heard he talks a lot of smack. I just joke around, have fun. I don't really talk smack that much, unless people say stuff to me. Go back and do your research. Most of the time, people start talking smack to me first, but then I just win most of the smack talk. Then they want to say, "Oh, you started the smack talk." But I really don't start them, just finish them. But I heard Chael Sonnen pretty good at talking smack.
I asked Dana if you would be a more valuable champion to him. He kind of deferred, didn't want to say so. But do you think you would be?
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty entertaining, but the UFC, I can basically tell that they don't care whether I'm champion or not. They can still make money off of me. So.
Why you said Mark?
I don't know, probably because I don't give a damn what people think about me. I'm just going to say and do whatever I want. And a lot of times you get good stuff out of that. And then you get bad stuff out of that too, which is good for press too, sometimes.
I don't want to get overly strategic, but how important is fighting John Bones Jones in the pocket with the way you throw your left and right hooks?
So what?
I don't want to get too strategic, but how important is it to fight John Bones Jones inside the pocket, to get inside past his reach, and the way you throw your knockout punches?
Well, when somebody's taller than you, it only makes sense that you want to get close to him. But at the same time, when you get close to John, he can take you down, so it's one of those things.
How do you feel about UFC going back to Japan?
Oh, I really want to be on that card no matter what happens this weekend. I'm looking forward to fighting in front of the Japanese fans. I honestly have to say the Japanese fans got other fans beat hands down. Those guys, they're quiet while you're fighting so you hear your corner men. They're very respectful. They don't hold a microphone so close to your face when they interview you. Those guys are really good.
If you win, you'll get a shot at, or Rashad will get a shot at you because he's next in line for the title. How you feel about that?
Honestly, I wasn't impressed with the way Rashad fought me last time. I'd rather fight Shogun in Japan. I think the Japanese fans would rather see that fight than Rashad. Nothing against Rashad, but if I was Mr. T and I was in England right now doing a Snickers commercial, I would tell Rashad to get some nuts.
That's great. There's actually a lot of pride, no pun intended, though, about you guys that were in that organization. Do you feel that there's something that you want to represent as a former pride fighter here in the UFC?
Well, I think now I'm more considered a UFC fighter now since it's been a long time since I've been in Pride. I never was a champion in Pride, even though I have the Pride belt now. So Pride days are over with. Honestly, I haven't been quiet about it. Pride didn't really treat me the way that you should treat a fighter that fights for your organization. So I have no loyalties towards them. UFC, even though Dana and I don't see eye to eye sometimes, the UFC have treated me a lot better than Pride ever did. So my loyalty is with the UFC now. But saying that, like I said, the Japanese fans have a special place in my heart. That's the honest truth. I love the American fans too, But a lot of times American fans can be over super critical. Maybe the Japanese fans are the same way. I just don't understand them. But you know, they have that going for them.
Would you find it strange or ironic if you'd be able to defend the UFC belt in Japan after all that happened when the UFC bought Pride and the company went down, sort of thing?
Yeah, that would be strange and ironic at the same time. It would be strange-ironic if that happens.
Do you feel like you have an advantage over John Jones fighting or training here at the Muscle Farm facility?
I don't think I have an advantage training with him. Oh, you know, I don't think I have an advantage over John Jones training here. I don't see how training here would give me a. It's a great training facility. I'm pretty sure he didn't have the state-of-the-art stuff that I had, but you know, that stuff really don't matter. It's all about the fight that's in the dog. It's not, you know, not where the dog trained for the fight at, really.
You can come out with your chains on tomorrow or Saturday night?
Yeah, don't I always? Unless I forget them. Did that one fight. Forgot my chains, and after I beat the dude, he got mad at me because I forgot my chains. But God rest his soul, he passed away now. He's a nice guy.
So how do you celebrate if you win?
By getting drunk, as always. I go right to the club. I get drunk. I take my shirt off. I get some hotties to dance around with me, and I pretend like I'm a stripper.
I know you want to keep this fight standing, but if it does go to decision, what do you think the biggest problem with judges and referees are today?
I think the referees are great. A lot of referees are great, but I think a lot of the judges are not educated in MMA. I really think that a lot of the former MMA fighters should start judging, so they know. But then at the same time, there could be a conflict of interest because a lot of times they can know the fighter and train with the fight and stuff sometimes before or something like that. But I think a lot of times the judges are biased. Maybe they're boxers or kickboxers or something like that. But most of them are boxers that really don't know enough about the sport, and they can hurt the fighters sometimes.
Speaking of boxing, how do you feel about that Mayweather fight?
Mayweather?
Mayweather.
Oh.
Mayweather.
I didn't know Mayweather. Hey, Mayweather's a better guy than me. If the guy headbutted me and stuff like that, okay, and everything. But if as soon as he would have kissed me on the jaw, I would have tried to knock him out right then. You don't kiss another man in a fight. The kid already apologized 2 or 3 times, so protect yourself all the time. I think people need to get off Mayweather's back. You know, he was done wrong in that fight. I don't think he did anything wrong. A lot of people just love hate the right guy. The guy headbutted him first. You can see it was like on purpose. That's unsportsmanlike. I don't think Mayweather did one thing wrong at all. You want to kiss a guy while you fight? And think about it. When you're a fighter, your mind is different, and this guy's kissing on you. Think about that. Think about that for a second. I guess everybody ain't me. I would have hit him in his mouth when he tried to kiss me first time.
Good. Thank you, sir.
This MMA 30 segment was powered by Cheaterville.com. Don't be the last to know. Log on to Cheaterville.com and search your significant other now. And while you're there, search for your own name in the Cheaterville database. It's free and it's online now at Cheaterville.com.